Here we go.
Never waste my time, you all I want. Neither of us wanna be alone.
We are back. Welcome back. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, everybody. It is
Right.
time to motivate.
I can tell you that's a drink.
Hey, y'all.
Can't with you. I can tell you drink. I just had tea and Pepsi, y'all.
Hello. Let's try this again.
Look at the queen. I told you she needed to be in part of the camera. That's why she wanted
Yes,
the whole time.
Beanie. Hi.
No,
Hey,
girl.
everyone. It is time to motivate. We are back. We are back. Welcome back with an all jam-packed episode of After Dark with your amazing After Dark host, Raycel Hemingway. My name is No. My wonderful, amazing guest, aka third host. You know who she is, y'all. She ain't no stranger in this wonderful family. Ashley Carrington from Buddha Bear Talks the podcast, seasons 1, 2, and all the goodies coming for 3 and 4. But bitch, we got lit before we got on this goddamn camera because it's about to be another jam-packed laughs. We missed y'all. Did you miss us? Cause baby, we have so much to catch up with you on. When I tell you a therapeutic session, a bit more comedic, what we have been up to for the past 2 months, because we haven't been on YouTube that long. Was it a month or 2?
It's been a minute, Ray. Yeah. I apologize, but it's been a minute. I've been working, y'all.
We've been working. That's how you know we ain't did it in a while. Cause we miss y'all. We just been working behind the scenes in silence. And I think now it's time to reveal just a little bit what we've been up to. So, Lauren, you wanna spill a little bit of the tea while I get ready to take another shot of this beautiful screwball.
Ashley, get him while I'm doing it. Get him.
She can't get me yet because she's 1,000 miles away.
I'm crying.
Girl, you gotta come back.
I know.
You gotta help him. Look at that little queen. Look
Hi,
at her.
baby.
She's so
And that's
pretty.
my little mini guest, Angel. That's my little fluffy baby. That's my niece.
She is another co-host. Just saying, she's another co-host. But yes, I've been working on a website. I've been working. We've gotten a decent amount of coaches. So with the website and everything, you know, that's been kind of a thing, setting up payment, setting up everything to where it's split payment and things like that for, you know, people to be able to afford the services and stuff for us to coach them. Coaching as far as like executive coaching all the way to relationship coaching. That's a blue eyed situation. And, you know, other situations.
You see, sorry.
Baby, you need to go look at that website.
I know. I've seen.
I need to send her a real video of that one or a real photo. Yeah, I know. I'm cutting that one. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't care if it's on YouTube.
Look at me.
But we do executive coaching all the way down to LGBTQ coaching. We have time management, accountability, and coaching. So I've been working on that website, working on the payment, working on our Facebook page for that. You can follow us on Facebook. It's Elite Life Coaching. You can look it up. So we're on there. I also have an Instagram page for it. Ray has his on his Instagram. And so it's been a work in process. So Ray has been a little behind because of knees.
No,
But I've always told him, I'm like, look, if I'm not able to get up there, you get up there for everybody, you know, get up there, you know, like, and just let them know I love y'all. But he's done this podcast for a long time, and even if I'm not able to attend, I want him to do what he's got to do. That's something he's got to do, and I'm proud of him for that. He
Yeah.
did. He started this on his own. I came to the picture later, and Ashley, everybody that supports him, absolutely wonderful people. So, like, follow, and share on the Instagram page and Facebook page. It's a Leaf Life Coaching and Consulting. You can look it up, it'll have it up there.
Yes,
So
I'm
it's,
putting it up there now.
there ain't many. I just opened all this stuff on different platforms. Lincoln decided that they wanted to kick me off of there
Lincoln.
today. Yeah,
Lincoln.
LinkedIn. The Lincoln
Oh,
thing. Yeah, they restricted my shit. They kicked me right on off of there. I don't know
wow.
why. Somebody reported my account. I have an LLC. I have an LLC, y'all. I don't have. I'm not bullshitting you. When I say that all the coaches in elite coaching is under LLC, they're under my LLC,
That's right.
and we have an LLC for that. And literally, they threw me off of there.
That is
They
crazy.
literally. Shut up, Australia. Yeah. So they literally threw me off of Lincoln. They literally did. It was kind of funny. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna reopen another one, but I'm not worried about it. It just happened today, Ray. Like this afternoon, I was like, fuck you. I went to go check it, and it just was like, oh, your account's
Really?
restricted. Yeah,
Here we
that
go.
was.
Here's the
Yeah.
site, y'all.
This is a site. Go to the site. You can. It's a 30-minute free consultation. Like, I also opened up a 7-day trial with us. I'm getting ready to add it to the site. I just opened it up. Was a 7-day trial where we will do daily text message check-ins, but um, to see if you actually like the service itself. Like if it's something that you want to do, I am working on an app. The app has been a pain in my tail, but you got to battle the devil a little bit to do good things.
No, no,
That's
that's
right.
So, out of all honesty, I'm almost done with the app. I had, a death in the family, but
Mm-hmm.
my stepfather passed away, so I had a
I'm
lot
sorry
go
to
on
hear
this
that.
week. And my son's girlfriend broke up with him's on Thursday, and my
Oh,
stepfather died on Monday.
Oh my God.
yeah. It's a lot.
Fuck
I'm
you,
sorry.
Julia. Julia, I hope you see this, bitch, because this child is my heart, and you shattered it. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you see this,
That part.
because out of all honesty, you could have waited until Monday, like today, to do that. But no, 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 no. Your ass did that on Thursday, and he died on a
Oh,
Monday. Fuck you and all you stand for, my love.
That is so sad.
damn. I know that's right. That's
And
the
may it happen to you, because that child did not deserve that.
at
Yeah.
all. My
Oh,
godson did not deserve that. You
No, he did not.
disrespectful
He did
ass.
not. He had been very good to her for a year. They had been together for a year, and then all of a sudden, because he wasn't talking about it to her, he was talking about it to other people, and he wasn't in boyfriend mode. He tries to stay in boyfriend mode for her. And
Mm-hmm.
then, like, people like Victor, like some kids that and I have to shout out to them for supporting him. But Victor, he would call him and talk to him about things and stuff. Things that a guy can talk to another guy about, but doesn't feel comfortable. I told Matthew, I said, if you do not feel comfortable to be vulnerable with her, she's not the right one.
mm-hmm.
Amen.
Because if you feel comfortable to actually shed those tears with her, and I told Matthew this, I'm like, you'd be able to do that, but you're not comfortable with her, so it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Ray, what kind of face was that?
No, my cup was sliding on the computer and I had to grab it.
I had to grab.
Ray, take a Ray, I'm glad you off tomorrow, because you ain't gonna be able to. You ain't gonna be able to.
Don't.
You ain't gonna be able to. You ain't gonna be able to. You ain't gonna be able to. Nah.
Nope.
By 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, you're gonna be like, fuck this shit, I'm calling in Will. Well, you lucky if I'm coming or not. Well, you calling in Will. Well, you'll be happy if I show up. The fuck? I am drinking Diet Pepsi. I don't got time.
I'm drinking for her and me actually for
I
home.
I had to take my medicine, and I'm not allowed right at this present moment. But yeah, so that was kind of my week. So this week I haven't really done much to the site or the app. I'm behind on a lot of stuff that I want to be up to date in. So, but it's all good. You need to make my little queen a little daiquiri. She
Yeah,
needs a
little baby
non-alcoholic
daiquiri,
one to have with Mama
a
when she does this stuff.
non-alcoholic daiquiri.
Mm-hmm.
Mama enjoying it for her.
You can make her a
Amen.
horchata.
Cause
You
you
can
been,
make her a horchata.
amen.
My
Technically, I
kids
could.
loved that when they were little. Like
Horchata?
I used to get this mix from Walmart that was a horchata mix,
Mm-hmm.
and my ignorant self decided to put alcohol in it, and it was a wrap. But anyhow, when they were kids, I would get this. It would come in a bottle about this big,
Oh.
and it was a horchata, and all you added was milk. And it was a
Mm.
gallon of milk to a whole thing of it. It
Aw.
was a horchata concentrate, I guess, but it was, So my dumbassery decided to
Oh
put
dear.
alcohol in it one time. I put Tennessee honey in it.
Mm. I know that's
Oh
I
really good
don't,
dear.
though.
girl, I don't remember shit.
Oh my God.
Don't remember shit.
I'm crying.
I don't remember shit.
Oh Lord.
Don't remember nothing.
I bet.
And actually, I commend you on all that bullshit you going through. I commend the
Oh
hell out
yeah.
of you. Just so you know, I commend you.
Me too.
I have been there. I have dealt with domestic abuse all the way down to mental abuse. I mean, for 4 years, almost 5, and I have to say, I commend you for that. Cause I'm gonna tell you, I have been in some fucking shit. He messed around on me with a 16-year-old.
Mm-mm-mm.
Nasty
Like
nigga.
it was not like a major thing. Like it is a major thing, but she said he did. He said she didn't tell him. But yeah, yeah. So my thing is that I commend you for stepping up and getting the fuck out because most people don't move out of that situation very fast. They try to get that oh, kissy kissies, I love you. No, you don't,
Mm.
because
No,
love don't do that shit.
exactly. That is
Amen.
Love don't do that shit, baby.
mm, at all.
So I commend you for not forgiving the stupid, because he's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
He dumb as
So
hell.
I am 100% very happy with what you did with that.
Thank you.
I am. Because if not, I would have come down there and drug your ass out the house
Yeah, she would have did that.
and been like, bitch, no.
We would have
It's,
flown to that. We would have flown
it's,
to Dallas.
it's gonna hurt, but we're going out together, baby.
Yes, we are. We're taking the baby.
We're gonna
Mhm.
get you a
And the
drink
crazy
and we're
part
gonna
is,
get you
I
some
have
soul
I have
food
no
and we
peace and joy. It's not even funny. Like I'm laughing, but it's not.
because
It's
I'm
not.
ignorant, that's why.
That's how I knew. Like it. I'm not offended. I'm not mad. It is what it is. Like
There's no
you
need to
thought,
be mad.
thought
You
you
got to be
were doing something, but
even
you didn't.
like I've
Or
always
it
said about my kids. Like I've always said about my kids. I said, I got beautiful kids out of him. Even if he is whatever he is, those 2 boys in there are my those kids. That's it.
pretty
It
much.
don't matter. I got some pretty children. Even though it is what it is.
Yep.
I
Jesus.
agree with that.
And that's exactly the way I stand because I can't change the past, can't change who her daddy is, but I can
And I
change.
hope he and I hope that later on he, you know, karma will set in.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting to watch it now.
Mhm.
Yeah, I hadn't told you some things, Ray. I'm getting to watch it now. I get to watch it now, so I'm sitting back and observing before I say, yeah. Yeah, this girl is gonna be his karma, and I cannot wait to see it.
That's crazy.
Mm.
It's
It was so funny.
karma.
They, for some
I
reason, they,
honestly hope, Ashley, you get to see it. I have seen more karma in people that have done me wrong than anybody else, but I hope you get to see his karma.
already, just the fact that you know that, like, seeing that you don't have access to me anymore is good enough for me. Like,
Right, right. Oh yeah, oh yeah. But I'm saying, like, I hope you actually get to see it so you can have the last laugh, but at the same time, be able to be like,
Mm. Bring in
You
the
don't even have to say
turn
"I
up.
told you so" at this point. It's just one of them things where it's like, you know what? You didn't even need the satisfaction of watching it, but you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
That's
can't
it.
wait.
Oh yeah.
It's not even you need it. You don't need that last goodbye. You don't need that last explanation.
Oh no, I don't. Not
Just one day, you want to see it. You'll be able to see it.
yeah.
I got to see it. I've been able to see it. It's been kind of funny. That
It's
shit's
been.
been Bray. That shit's been funny.
It always is.
It is funny.
If for some
That
reason they
shit.
always think that they can escape it.
That narcissistic shit is amazing, isn't it?
It
You will
is not a
love it.
typical break. Narcissism is not a typical breakup. It is not by no
Mm-mm.
means a typical breakup.
Mm-mm.
It is
Not
not.
at all.
Unless they break up with you, all the tables always turn towards you. It's always your fault. Your emotions are your fault. Everything is your fault. And it makes no fucking sense. Like, it's always you. Your
Yep.
emotions are wrong. You are the reason for the season, and there's nothing you can fucking do about it. And that's
Um,
always how a narcissist acts towards you. Is it's always, no, you did this. No, you did this. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
no, no. See, here's the thing. No,
And nothing is ever
if you
excuses.
come in to steal my piece, it's because my lack of boundaries allowed you to do so.
that
I
part.
might have to put you down, babe, because this conversation about to get real deep. Because I want to. Ooh, God put something on my heart that I've been wanting to express for a minute. Nothing bad. It's not about your daddy. Calm
Well,
down.
let it out, baby.
Yes.
But well, actually, no, I'm gonna hold you because we gonna speak. We gonna keep it real. This, the spirit of narcissism. I don't mean to
Yeah.
like bring up religion because it's not about religion. It's
No.
biblical. And some people get confused whenever you start talking about the Bible. They automatically think, "Oh, well, when you talk about Christianity, no, 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 no." I'm talking about because it's funny how people will yield and hold around the dictionary, another book of fucking words, right? And yield it with so much power. Oh, there's power in this word if you use this word, or if you manifest, or if you do blah blah blah. Okay. Well, there's another book that's full of words, a living word, that teaches you everything that you need to know about how to deal with this realm and the realm that you cannot see. Because we are, although we are human beings, we are spirits having a human experience,
Right.
meaning you have to understand duality. The vessel that you are dwelling in, you have to understand it and dominate it to be
Indigenous
able to
community believes in
understand
that.
your spirit.
Indigenous community believes in that.
And then listen, and with that being said, the Bible teaches you, it talks about narcissism too, and where it all stems from is it's a spirit that operates out of pride. It's a direct link to Satan.
I believe that. I do
Dang.
believe that
The very
because
first thing ever was pride. Satan felt because he was so beautiful, and this is how most narcissists move. They full of ego. They feel like they can do whatever they want, and that they're godlike because of their appearance or their
right.
capability to deceive you with the illusion. Going back to
I
appearance,
agree. I agree with that.
Me
and
too.
because of that, that level of pride and that lack of fear of God which is the highest authority that anybody can yield to. Without that, you're literally being Satan. You're literally going against everything.
What's going on? What the hell? What's going on? What is going on?
Sorry. Pressed the wrong button. I accidentally pressed the back button and it messed me up. I
Oh
am so
God.
sorry, y'all. I was listening to her actions and I literally pressed the wrong thing. Where'd
Oh my
she
God.
go?
Where'd she go?
Oh Lord. That was actually a decent one.
That was a decent one. Stay
Yeah,
calm,
where'd she
y'all.
go? I was
Get her
listening.
to come back. Come back, Ashley. Come back. Bring your ass back. Come back, Ashley. Oh my God, I'm too drunk for this.
I'm gonna leave and come back in because my mic is messed up.
Oh, your mic's messed up.
I'll be right back.
No problem. Hey, y'all. Hang tight. Little technical difficulty. Lord Jesus Christ. We don't worry. Hang tight. Lord, I'm lit. God, Jesus. Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. All right.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to her. Just stay on live. I'm sorry. Y'all, I pressed the wrong button, so that was on me. But yeah, she is right on that. Indigenous community believes in the same thing, it is a spiritual thing. And out of all honesty, narcissism is one of those things where it's all pointed towards you. They
Yes,
don't
it
take
is.
they don't really take accountability. They know how to say they're sorry, but it's only it's really only to actually now if they're self-aware that it's possible.
There we
Girl,
go.
I was listening to you.
Listen, this how
I
you
was
Repeat
know
that
the
listening.
devil
again.
don't want the devil did not want me to talk. My
I
internet just went
swear he
out.
does.
He really does it.
That's
Talk.
how you know
Repeat
I'm
what you
talking some real shit. So
repeat it again.
where did I last cut off at for y'all?
You cut up the part where people kept repeating them to the devil likes to the thing that Lauren you were saying, the devil likes to keep.
Yeah, it's a spirit. It's a spiritual awakening. It's more of a spiritual thing. It's more of a pride. You got into
Yeah.
that portion, yeah.
Yeah.
And so what I was saying was that so depending on how dark and demonic and attached to Satan that they are, all they do is come through in a mask, and it could stem from childhood trauma
Yeah.
or um, a traumatic event that's happened to them or something like disassociative, or sometimes it could just be different doors that they've opened in the spirit realm that they may not have even been aware of by doing certain things that the Bible considers
Right.
sin.
Right.
And after a while, these things consume you, and the farther you stretch from God, the further the closer you actually get to Satan.
It's also very much a personality trait, depending
It
on what
really,
it is too. It's so
it
many things
is.
at one time.
It
It
is.
is.
It stems from deep insecurity and loss of identity.
Right.
Their
Right.
narcissists are they're very insecure. They have the ego, the fragilest egos, even though their ego is it's such a mind fuck because they don't
Yes.
sometimes they don't know what's going on, but they do know what's going on. All right, so like I was saying, as far as energy vampires, they seek out empaths, people who feel
Hmm.
deeply, or people who are highly spiritual because
Right.
they know that they lack these things. And in order
Right.
to thrive in both the spirit realm and in the physical realm, they need
Hmm.
to harvest and siphon energy from somewhere. And because they're devoid of light, they have to seek it out anywhere. If you're consumed in darkness, it's easy to spot out light everywhere else, and that's why they're drawn to the minute. And it doesn't matter who it is. A lot of them, sometimes
They
too,
like broken individuals too. They really
yeah,
like broken
Right.
individuals. They
because they're
really
weak,
like broken
and
spirituals.
they could prey upon them. And sometimes people, going back to what Lauren just said, the brokenness will keep them stuck in that cycle. They thrive off of low vibrations. They cling on to, for lack of better terms, dirty things. And I don't mean to say it like that, but at a point in time, I was dirty. I would consider myself being dirty because I was desperate for love. That leaves you in such a vulnerable, nasty place because you'll do
Yes.
anything for it. And that's what I
Right.
mean by dirty. I literally allowed myself to lie down in a pigsty, roll around in mud, just to say I was in love. Girl, that's dirty as shit. What are you doing? Get the
Right.
fuck up off the floor. Get the fuck up out that mud. What are you doing for love? No, love
That's
yourself. After that,
that's
love.
like when I wake up in the when I wake up in the morning, you're gonna talk to God first. This is my way of
Uh
actually
huh.
making myself have a good day because of depression, anxiety, and all these
Yeah.
other things. I sit there and say, in the morning, it's gonna be a good day. God, thank you for another day. I go to bed at night, I'm going to say tomorrow is going to be a good day. God, thank you
Mm-hmm.
for another day. And I say that every day. And that actually triggers the brain into knowing that I don't have to go in that negative part of my brain. But yes,
Exactly.
like it is a spiritual thing. It is very much a spiritual thing, especially when you're looking at somebody that has massive insecurity. If you get an insecure man, oh shit. Oh
Oh,
shit.
And you know what the
Like
root of that is?
jealousy, insecurities are both a sin.
Yeah.
They really are. Because, out of all honesty, for example, if you got with another man, which we ain't doing that right now.
Nope.
After you just went through that, we ain't doing that right now.
amen.
Um, you think about it. You don't want to pick up the pieces somebody else destroyed. Like
Exactly.
somebody don't want to pick up my pieces that somebody else destroyed.
Exactly. You.
But if they're willing to, great.
Yes.
That's great if they're patient, they're loving, they understand, and they don't have a massive amounts of insecurities to go with it.
Exactly.
But you get a very insecure individual that is literally overly jealous, overly this. Are you actually going to be happy in that relationship?
It's
Mhm.
No.
impossible.
No, because then you have to suffer for what somebody else did to that person. And
Exactly.
men hurt different than women. Men hurt so
Oh,
much different than women.
they're
Oh,
babies. They especially if they don't have emotional intelligence. And
And
for
then
nar-
it's your fault when it
yeah,
happens.
for narcissists specifically, they hate growth. They hate growth
yes, they do.
because
A
everything
lot
for
of
them,
growth.
everything. One of the things I realized is everything. Going back to what I was saying as far as the loss of identity, everything is a performance for them. Everything. These people they stand and this can sometimes come from childhood, whether they've been extremely bullied or they've done the bullying, childhood trauma that they may have experienced. They all internalize that and come up with a false identity that would have survived whatever they went through, and they
Right.
use people to feed their ego, siphon their energy, and pretend that they're this person that they're not. So everything is
Exactly. And they're great. They're great at
everything
putting
is
on a
performance
face. God knows they are.
and everything is an act. And some of these
Yeah.
people get so good at fine tuning it that when you start to break out of whatever confusion that they put you in or whatever rehearsed script that they have, they crumble. Why? They're not real. They mimic from most narcissists love movies. Why? Because they that's the perfect place for them to mirror life. What does movies and entertainment do? It mimics life. Art imitates life. So they take
Yup.
all that shit, they'll study, oh well, this is what it looks like when you're in love, and
Right.
they'll act that out. Oh, this is what it
Yep.
Yes.
looks like when you're quote unquote secure. So they'll act that out. And the minute you pay attention and you can see right through them, script is broken. They don't know what to do. They're scrambling. They don't have the capacity to even create a
And
new
they
one
don't like to be held
because they're
accountable
lazy.
neither.
Nope, they don't have any because they don't have any integrity. They don't have. They're not accountable for anything because they don't. They can't be responsible. They can't be responsible because they don't have any self control. They don't have any self control because they're impulsive. They're impulsive because they don't have any attention or yield to any higher authority. So they think they know it all, and because they hate growth, you only know what you know, and what you know is what you've taught yourself, and you've taught yourself you know it all, and you don't.
That's
And
because a lot of women listen to them. Like they're looking women seek spiritual leading. They want somebody
mm-hmm,
that's gonna spiritually lead them. And the bad part is women can be led astray by a man because the simple fact that they
yep,
think this person is leading them the correct way, and really they're.
exactly,
But when a woman finally realizes
mm-hmm,
this motherfucker doing some shit,
yep,
they don't like to be questioned about it. Like
no,
why, you're getting pissed off about this, that, and the nine, and I don't have nothing to do with this person, or this, that, and the nine, and I don't have nothing to do with that.
They hate
Right.
boundaries.
It clouds their whole entire vision of you.
It does. They hate
But
boundaries.
when I dealt with the kids' dad,
Stop.
is if it was a bad day, it was my fault.
Yep.
Right.
If it was this way, it was my fault. Like everything ended up always turning around to be I was the issue.
Yep.
And the trust issue with him was like, wow. Like you got so bad at insecurities, but yet you out here fucking around
Mm-hmm.
That
because
part.
they
Ain't it
will.
always like that?
I'm gonna tell you something. If anybody is secure with you and trusts you, they ain't gonna question you.
Exactly. Exactly.
Secondly,
Because they know you do better than that.
what have you got to hide? Okay, if you're accusing this, that, and the nine, who are you hiding?
Sometimes it just be fear that they know that you're
Yeah,
passing on, that you can do better than them, and they need
that
you.
is true.
They'll try to beat it into the head that it's the other way around. No, no, no. You need me,
Right. But
not the.
if you're a secure woman, if you're a secure woman, I'm gonna tell you something. That is one thing you got to learn to say no,
Mm-hmm.
because that's why I said
And
my
they
name
hate.
is No tonight because I'm
No.
serious. Like if you are in a secure woman, you have to be stern in your boundaries and saying, "Look, I'm a woman. I don't have to explain to you shit because
Exactly.
I'm not gonna go and step out on you if I'm into you."
Exactly.
I
Sharper.
don't have to do that. I don't have to. I'm not
And that's
looking. I'm not
power.
doing
That's just the power dynamic. They want to get you because that's what they call emotional and reactive abuse. They want to. It's
right.
psychological warfare for them. All they want to do is create a rise out of you, so they could go, "Aha! See, look, you're the problem."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's not
it
what.
is.
It's not
Oh,
why
what
did I respond that way. It's
you
why
didn't explain
would
to
you
me
do that?
something. You didn't explain this, so obviously there's a problem. Yeah, and
Exactly. When the whole time
yeah,
it's your lack of comprehension.
you're
That's
right.
the issue. It's a you thing, boo. It's not me. Like we're not gonna spin it that way. And they love stupid people. And when they realize you're not stupid, it's the issue. And the
Yeah,
funny part is, most of them be the stupid ones. Like 90% of narcissists don't have a high school education.
nope.
Damn.
My
That's the
ex
funny part.
husband did.
And they're the easiest ones to manipulate. Like if I was evil, it would be too easy for me to play this game. Like it would be
My
too
kids'
way,
children. My
way
kids' children had a high school education and a fucking college education. He was just randomly dumbassery.
like for real. It's but you know what I found out, and 'cause I had one of my spiritual gifts is dreams. I have prophetic dreams,
Right.
and they
I
always come true. So this particular
yes.
dream, I was like, well, God, why is it? Because and now that I'm sharing my testimony, why is it that I'm running into so many people with the same exact story? And God told me the same
Because some
situation.
point in time you didn't I'm going to answer that because I deal with that some. Okay, so you take two women in a bar. This is
Mhm,
how I explain this. You take two women in a bar. You got one that is secure in her job, life, all this other stuff, and you think that you are secure, but you got one that has all the men wrapped around her finger. You know, they're all over her and shit. And she doesn't realize that there's something almost a little bit broken still in her. And men have a fucking sensory radar of, oh, she
mhm.
broken, let's go for that. But
Yep.
you don't realize
That's what
that
it is.
you are a little bit, and they sense that little bit of you. It's not
Mhm,
that you are completely broken. It's the fact that you have a little bit of a like a and they come to that, but then you got the one over here that ain't pulling no men. Why?
mhm,
Because she's 100%. Like she flat out, boom.
mhm.
She don't attract no bullshit. Because I
Exactly.
deal with it in the sorority a lot. I deal with it in the sorority that I work at a lot. So these girls are scared to ask me for a bologna sandwich. And I'll say it as it. They scared to death to ask me for a bologna sandwich because my ass doesn't. I have learned to not attract no bullshit
Mhm.
because they know they can come to me. If you want something else other than what's on the buffet, just come and ask me. I've told them that several times, but they so worried to go ding 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 on the door because
Mm-hmm.
they know I don't attract no shit.
I know that's right.
And a lot of women need to learn to bring that into effect.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Bring that fake it till you make it shit. If you're gonna go to the bar and hang out with some girls and stuff and you got these motherfuckers and you trying to use your chi to manifest money and not a man's pecker. Yeah, I call my Puna Katana my chi because it is the money within
I
me.
know that's right.
Don't care. Ray, stay over there for
Don't,
me.
don't
But
say
I'm just saying, like, these women are sitting here, like, worried about all this other shit. Worry
Mm-hmm.
about not attracting them motherfuckers.
That's a whole thing. But that's what I was saying too. Sometimes these people they go after your light. Sometimes they'll try to manifest themselves into your life. They'll get
Yeah.
into your auric field and they'll
Yes.
stain it. That's why I said this is biblical. It's spiritual. They will try their hardest to spiritually poison or contaminate your soul. If they
Oh,
can't get you
break
in
you.
a relationship
Spiritually break
wise,
you is what I
if they
say.
can't get to you,
Yes.
like if they can't get to you sexually or like in a relationship, then they'll try what they call smear campaigns. They'll try to damage your reputation around you, infiltrate your friend group. These people
oh,
study you. These
oh,
people study you. Like I didn't realize one of the clues that I realized was he told me he knew about me for 2 years before we actually met. How the fuck?
Funny.
How the fuck?
Funny.
That means he was
Funny.
studying me
That's
through
what
my
I'd say. Funny. I would
mm-hmm.
say, bitch, you funny. You bitch, you funny. Now stay your ass over there. That's what I would have said,
But
bitch,
see,
you funny.
I was young and dumb. I was 18 when I met him. Didn't know what that.
I understand you now. Now that you said the age, I understand you now. But I
Didn't know
would
what
have.
that.
But
I was
nowadays, I would have been like funny.
And then in my 20s, I was busy building my career, so I ain't have time to pay attention to what the fuck he was doing. I ain't know. So now that I'm home with the baby, I all eyes open. Oh, nigga, you was playing for real, for real, for real. Oh, okay, I got your card, bro. I got your fucking card. But so back to the dream that I had. This shit, it has nothing to do with who you are, how you think. This has everything to do with men as a whole. And I'm saying there are some men who can fight this, and there are some men who just can't. And unfortunately, 90% of men can't. And the reason that there is such this dissension between men versus women goes back to what I was saying about it being biblical and spiritual. Women have the ability to control their lustful desires without intervention from God. And most men, because their direct source should be coming from God, so they yield to God, and we as women yield to them, and our children yield to us women. That's supposed to be the order. Because we can have that line of separation from without God to a degree, and we as the naturers and the nurturers and the life bringers, the life bearers, the fact that we could control that without God is the very
Yes.
reason that men hate us. And it's so funny because instead of doing the work and attaching yourself to the creator that can actually do that for you, because you can't do it for yourself, you turn
Right.
around and blame women. Well, it's your fault that I'm so lustful anyway. No, it's not. That's your fault.
mm-mm.
Right.
You have
I
self
agree with
control the
you.
same way I do. The same. Oh well, and then they'll try to dress it up. And some of these people, some of the most dangerous narcissists, dress and disguise everything in and cloak it in religion. Oh, well, women are supposed to be this, a woman is supposed to be that, and women. Well, what are you supposed to be doing, sir? You keep telling us what the fuck a woman is supposed to be doing. What are you supposed to be doing? You supposed to
Oh,
be moving just like God, and the fact that you're not, that's the issue. That's the real issue. Oh, well, women are supposed to. No, no, no. What are you supposed to be doing? Oh, well, Eve is the one who got tempted. Let's go back into that story. Let's dive into that because even in the Bible, Eve wasn't created yet when God had that conversation with Adam. Do not eat from the tree of good and evil. That's not the tree that you eat from. Eve was nowhere around in that conversation. Now Adam
That
had
is true.
one fucking job. You ain't create shit in that garden. You ain't have a damn thing to do with nothing on that tree, a plant, a seed, or nothing. God gave you one job. You name things. That is it. And that man looked at everything around, gave it a name, and got full of pride. Oh, look what I got to call such and such. You ain't have a damn thing to do with a cow. You just got a chance to name it. That's it. That is it. You didn't create it. The fuck is you running around prideful for? And with you running around with that pride after God decided to give you a helpmate, you running around with your pride, you forgot to deliver the fucking message. You, sir, dropped the
He
ball. You
forgot to
failed.
lead. He
You
forgot to
forgot
lead.
to lead. You did not tell Eve she was supposed to do such and such, and she was not supposed to do such
Right.
and such.
He
And
lost his
that's how the
leadership.
serpent was able to come tempt her. Not, and that's not Eve's fault. Whose fault is that? According to the Bible,
Man's.
according to a book of words, y'all fault. And men will literally turn all of that shit into, oh, this is women's problems. No, no, no. You
So,
forgot
you
who you
know,
came from, sir,
I
and you're
I
mad
agree
at the
with that.
fact
You know,
that
a man
even
is a
God
spiritual being.
knew that even his creation, a man, you cannot do this on your own, sir, and that bruises your ego. That the truth. You cannot do it on your own. I had to send you a bitch. I'm sorry, and I'm not saying it like that, but
Because you needed a helper.
come
Because the man
on,
needed
like,
a
and
helper.
God Himself is telling you, sir, I did this, and this is for you, but you can't sustain this on your own. I'm going to send you somebody who can. That's what you hate. That's why you hate me.
And you know, a lot of women are having to be in their masculine energy because of a man.
Yep.
Chaba.
They are
Yep.
having to, you know, if you expect somebody to fuck you, feed you, clean, cook, deal with your kids, and hold a job because it takes two incomes to sustain an income.
Hello.
If you want, you got to do two. You got to and two.
Hello. And they
So, you
like,
know, if you think about it, if she comes home and cooks and cleans and, you need to stop getting on Xbox and two.
hello. It should be a
And
partnership.
it is a partnership and it's a tough partnership. It's the hardest partnership you'll ever be in, but it has its rewards, but you got to be willing to do it both ways.
There you. I love that you said that, and I've been seeing a lot of chatter, just in general, about how quote unquote marriage only benefits a woman. I'm like, this is how you know there's too many toxic
How?
men here. Marriage
How?
only
How?
benefits a man
How?
technically, and the only time it benefits a woman is if the man lacks accountability. That is the only time it benefits. And when you
That
saying
is
that,
true.
you're letting me know you plan on going to this being a piece of shit.
Yes, I
Oh,
agree with this.
women do not benefit from marriage unless you fuck up.
Right.
Unless you fuck up. I only get half if you fuck up. Why are you fucking up?
Why are you doing that? Yes.
Like, come on. It's like, and
But
then
you know what I can't stand is when a man accuses a woman of fucking up, and it's like, really, like, here's the thing. I'm a businesswoman.
but
I
you were
deal
supposed to
with
be the leader. So whose
men.
fault is it that she
I
fucked
deal
up?
with men. I deal with men. I deal with females. I deal with all that shit. And it's like, you know, if you're gonna accuse me of some shit, you got some insecurity issues. Because here's the thing.
The
I'm
problem.
not gonna step out unless you already stepped out. And even then, I don't even see the point of stepping out. I'm just going to observe because there is no
I'm gonna dig.
need.
I ain't got time for it.
Right. If I eat, my thing is why would I want to step out on you when I want to see the funny? I want to laugh.
Ooh, talk about that's
I
gonna have to
want
be
to
a private
see.
conversation. Talk about laugh.
I
Oh,
want to see what you downgraded to.
if they even
Like,
could.
I want to see what you downgraded to. I don't
If
give a
they even could,
shit.
some of these motherfuckers be talking to themselves in inboxes like, bitch, who are you talking to? She not there, sir. Bye.
The grass is not always greener on the other side, and I prefer not to go to the other side if you treat
Grass
me
is
right. If you treat me right,
green.
I'm not going to go to the other side of the yard.
Y'all
Hello.
better
I'm not
preach.
going to go to the other side of the yard.
Y'all better
What
preach.
Khalees said, my milkshake bring all the boys to the yard, so I ain't got to go nowhere, okay? I ain't even got to move. And you know what's funny? That's the funny part too. That's what they hate too. Like, ever suppose we wanted to move on, right? If I wanted to go on a date, get money would probably be coming into my pocket, nigga. If you wanted to take a bitch out on a date, you would have to pay for it.
Oh, take a picture with my feet.
Come on, come on.
I love you, Ashley, all the way.
Yo, I feel like I'm in church and I don't even do damn church.
Of
Both of
course.
y'all been saying, but the real truth will
Listen,
stand.
the God,
Amazing
church is not a
grace.
physical place, okay? Church is
Right,
wherever the gospel is at, all right? And if somebody is
right.
giving you the real, you say amen, thank you for the sermon, and you, you go.
Amen. Drop mic.
You go.
Right. And these people doing too much. These
Listen,
men are doing too. These,
this is what I'm
you
saying.
know,
Like,
women are having to get back in their masculinity, and I fucking hate it because, you know, masculinity should be earned and femininity should be protected.
hello. Say it again for the
Mm.
people in the
And
back,
that's
please. Put that in the screen. Put that in the chat somewhere, Ray. Put it
there
on
is nothing there is nothing wrong with chivalry. Chivalry isn't dead.
Chivalry
There
is
is
dead. I'm
nothing
gonna put it
the
down. Hold on.
chivalry isn't dead.
because these men want to be women.
Masculinity should masculinity is to be earned and femininity is should be protected, and that's how it is.
And these new men want to be protected. They want to be the feminine ones.
And
They
I'm not,
they want to be the princesses.
because you know what
I'm
strap on
petty.
represents
Look, I
is
put
no
chivalry isn't
parts.
dead.
And they
You
hate
know
that.
what? You know what no parts is? Strap on. You know, I mean, these motherfuckers out here could benefit from a strap on, I reckon, up their ass because they doing too less. That's bad when
Mm.
that's bad when the women have to go into that realm.
I be
Shabo.
having some dark thoughts sometimes. I seen horse tranquilizer on sale, right? And I just happened to see while it was sorry, and while I seen it, Adam and Eve ad popped up, right? Because you just drop
Right.
a dildo. So I was thinking, should I feed this? No, we live. Never mind. So I never. No, you know what? No.
Baby, we ain't worried about that.
In case
There's
I do,
Amazon. There is the
no.
Zon, Amazon
Amazon.
Prime. The Prime can gift you with a bigger one.
Amen. Shabo.
Why I knock that nigga out?
I got
I am.
You'll be end up with that rose. You'll be end up with that rose, and that rose will do better than what he did.
amen.
Right.
Amen to the T.
I gotta comment for this one because this the funny
Ashley, I love you.
this is why I love both of y'all because I remember Lauren taught me to do something when I was at work the other day. And I
Hmm.
was like, I said, nah, just fall back, be in your bubble, and get
Yes.
quiet. I started doing what
Right.
she was doing. Boy, when I tell you, people, management, people like, are you okay?
They worry.
Okay, they start worrying.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
They don't know what you know, and they don't
Mm-hmm.
know what you're gonna do next.
Uh-huh. I start saying my lone little bubble because so far since I've been at the job, I want to see who these motherfuckers who she is. I'm gonna follow Lauren's lead. I followed her lead, and boy, my gosh, she ended up being fucking right. I said, "Thank you, Lauren. Nam yo ho renge kyo." Cause bitch, they was like, "Are you okay, Lisa?" When I'm
Yeah,
focused
they
on
worry about
Bitch,
you.
you,
I'm right.
They
I'm
worried about
good.
you. Like I told, here's what I told him. Ashley, I said, when you are in like work and stuff, I was like, what you need to do is literally like talk to your people that normally talk to you, but only let them talk to you first. And I basically was telling him, I was like, look, I said, you can't be like this to them because they don't deserve your energy. I said, don't
Mm-hmm.
let them have your energy. I
Mm-hmm.
said, don't let them have that. I was like, only give it to your patients when you get back in the kitchen. Only the people that actually check up on you is the ones that you need to give it to that you're cool with. But other than that, don't give it to nobody. I told him, I was like, yeah. I was like, they gonna worry that you're gonna bring a bomb into the damn hospital.
No, I would.
Fuck them. They gonna
No,
worry
I
about that
would.
shit.
I know that's right.
Seriously. Like they worry to death. Like they do. They worry about what you doing. Like what is he planning? What is he doing? Oh my God, we need to check on Ray. Ray, something's wrong with Ray. But they're the main ones that are talking shit about you.
Mm-hmm. And I
I told
started
him
falling back
I
in.
was like, mate, I said, when they go to talk to you, I said, stay within this bubble here. I said, because I worked as a phlebotomist, and let me go ahead and fucking tell you, I would go through and people talk shit behind your back. Well, I caught it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay within my range. I didn't change who I was. I just told Ray, I said, give your energy to people you know that are genuine. So
Yep.
give your,
Mm-hmm.
it's the hospital. People are who they are. When I
Yep.
was on the phone with Ray one time and he was in the locker room, I was so mad about how many times that one dude used the M bomb. He sounded stupid.
Mm-mm.
He was so fucking stupid. He sounded dumb as fuck. I actually hope he watches this podcast. Motherfucker, you stupid as fuck. Like, there's no
Right.
need for that every 10 seconds. Like, you don't have to drop that every single time you say a word. Oh, I say two words, I gotta add that to it.
Cause Sean, every time I was in that men's locker room, honey, it'd be more tea. One of my coworkers revealed this too, and that's what add on to Ashley's testimony. I was like this. He said, yo, every single one of us is not single. I said, oh, come on now, say the truth. And
What
what
did you
he said,
say? Say that again.
the man, one of my coworkers said, yo, every single man in here that's in this locker room is not single. They got a special somebody
And they in the closet with somebody else.
or messing with another chick.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
And this is how I'm like this. I'm glad I'm gay as hell and I could just stay right the fuck to myself and watch the fucker from a distance.
That's
Cause
another thing. If
baby,
you ain't happy in your relationship, get the fuck out. If you got to step out on somebody, get the fuck out of the relationship. If you know that you are going to fuck up with this, the fucked up part is I went to a convention a long time ago with a man that does Laugh Your Way to a Better Marriage. I just went because my mom and my stepdad were going at the time, but God rest his soul. And he said, you're going to be attracted to other people, but it depends on what the fuck you do.
Yeah,
It
you have
depends on if you truly love who you got at the house. But if you ain't happy, fucking leave, gosh damn it.
Shaba.
because
You
people
don't need to
don't
be in that
understand
bullshit.
being wrong. That's what it is. They don't want to, because when you're in a relationship,
I think
they
it's
call
an
it the
adrenaline
80-20
rush.
rule. They when you're not, because you're not going to get 100% from nobody's perfect. But you most of the times, if you're lucky, you'll get 80% of what you need out of a relationship. But when you're not getting that to extra 20%, that shit look like everything while you're out there. So yeah, while you're mad at your partner, of course everybody else look like it'll be easy or whatever have you. They don't have the history, they don't have the hurt, they don't have the whatever y'all went through or whatever trials and tribulations.
The biggest thing women have that will make a man step out is when women go through, and it's not talked about much. Women will go through a menopausal or perimenopausal state and they won't be interested in sex.
Mm-hmm.
That can lead up also to a man stepping out because he isn't getting it the way he should. And it's
Mm-hmm.
because women are in the mood for it because perimenopause starts with non wanting any damn thing.
Yeah,
Mm.
And that can cause a man to step out. But if he loves her truly, he will not do that.
exactly.
He will totally 100% understand, hey,
There
she's
shouldn't
going
be
through
any
some shit.
that's going
And
on
then
in
that
relation.
motherfucker looked like this. Like, I mean, just straight smoke coming out, like,
Yep.
like,
Or get right to the floor.
like, like, straight, like, some women go through this stuff where it takes
Yeah.
them longer to even get turned on by anything. Like, Channing Tatum can't even fix it. Like, no. Like,
Yeah. And that happens, but even that has everything to do. So I always consider infidelity. It's I look at it like it's a symptom to another disease. Cheating is because it has nothing to
it's a
do with
choice.
a partner.
It's a
It has
choice.
everything to do with that person's character. You lack integrity. You lack accountability. You lack intimacy. You lack trust. You lack loyalty. Those are character flaws. And your disease
Mm-hmm.
is self identity. You do not know who you are, or if you do, this is who you are, and you do not deserve to be in the spaces that you're trying to reside in. A relationship is not meant for a person with a character like that. When
Right.
you're in a relationship, you
And
yield your needs for that other person, and the other person should be doing the same. And the benefit of it is that compromise equals a healthy relationship, partnership, whatever you're gonna do.
right.
Outside of that, if you don't have trust, if your character is
You
not in
got
the right,
rust.
you don't have integrity, which means I could trust you to do the right thing when I'm not looking, no matter what the circumstances are. You do not deserve to be in a relationship. You do not deserve to be in a space of love. I know it sounds harsh, but it's the truth. You do not deserve these
Mm-hmm.
things because you are not capable of the responsibilities that come with it. You want the benefits, but you don't want the responsibility, and that is not okay.
I always say if you don't got trust, you got rust.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my saying for that. If you don't got trust, you got rust. And a lot of people have more rust than they do trust
Yeah,
because they've been damaged so many times. They're looking at past relationships and not looking at who they have in front of them that actually is trustworthy.
exactly.
And they end up in this whole insecurity of, oh, what is she doing? What is he doing? What is, well, just stop.
And
Because
yeah,
people, you're gonna have to learn that people are gonna do what people want to do.
yeah,
No matter what.
And you
and
got you got to be, if you
side of
cannot trust
you,
this person with your back and your front, then fuck them.
pretty much. Because then
Yeah,
Mhm.
the other part too, when it comes specifically to relationships, but people on the outside, like I've had to cut off a few friends for the same reason. Like most people have different values and morals. For me,
right,
if you would betray the person closest to you that you share your life with, nobody else stands a chance. As far as
right,
business goes, I will never do business with somebody who is known to be untrustworthy. Your
right,
loyalty lies for your better interest, and I understand that, especially as a businesswoman. And the same thing goes for me. I cannot trust
right,
you as far as business goes. Our deals would probably slip through the wind if you found somebody else who could either double it or would you feel like it benefit. There would be no trust there. I cannot do business
right.
with you. I'm sorry. How do I know that what I share with you, you ain't gonna run to go sell it to the next bidder? Like,
Yeah,
there's no friendship to be had. If you would do this to your lover, you would damn sure do it to a friend. What they say, if you would lie, you would steal. If you would steal, you would kill. Because you're stealing people's time, you're stealing people's energy, you're stealing people's innocence, you're stealing the truth. You're killing
A
everything good that
person.
could actually spawn out of what you're doing. That is murder. That is
yeah.
spiritual murder. No, thank
Amen.
you. No, thank you. I don't want any parts of that. If
And
God Himself
women
gave
need
me
some,
free will,
and
who
women,
could do to withhold
and
that?
women that go through, and also women that are masculine that have had to be in their masculine energy is gonna have to find somebody more masculine than they are,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Or
because
who can give
that
them that
knows how
safe
to lead
space
a
to feel
house.
feminine?
He's got to
Because
be, she's got to be willing. He's got to be saying, I know you can do it all your own, but damn it, you ain't gonna do it.
there you go.
Right.
Like he's got to step up to that plate. He's got to be willing to do
And
that, and it's hard to do.
that's a mature mindset. And unfortunately, most men, especially in this generation, they don't have that.
Yeah,
Amen.
They
Except for
they
me.
they don't have decent role models, and the people that they do look up to,
yeah,
motherfuckers like Kevin Samuels and shit like that. Like these ain't the type. That's not the type of man that you. He not here no more. But even that, like, all of the shit that he used to spew. Look at how that man died. A
yeah,
prostitute who took his fucking money and left him for dead. Didn't call the cops. Didn't call no. Literally left you. You died alone, sir. All of the information you were spewing, all of the quote unquote people you helped, none of it. And you know what these people did? They laughed at you.
yeah.
They laughed at you. All of them, your quote unquote mentees and all these people, you
Because
get
men are
it up.
spiritual leaders, but like I
Get
said,
it up.
masculinity is to be earned and femininity is to be protected. So if you're not willing to protect femininity and protect your woman spiritually, then you can't. Then you need to elevate you before you get in with this woman really good. Because if
Mhm.
not, you're gonna misguide her, and that's what's gonna happen.
But they know that. That's what they
Yeah,
want. That's what they want.
yeah,
I've had some men tell me to my face that they wanted stupid women. They wanted programmed.
right.
They like women insecure. Why? Because it's easy to control them. That's all it's about. It's about control. But the
And
funny part,
that's them hood brothers. That's them hood
uh,
brothers that think that
no,
they know
you'd be
everything and they don't know
surprised.
shit.
You'd be surprised. I ran into some white collar white guys who move exactly
Yes.
the same.
And
They
they hood brothers too because they got that
Yep.
dumbass mentality. They the last woman a white woman wants, and they the last white man that a black woman wants too. So it goes both ways. They don't want you. They the last one we need. They look for broken women on the regular black, white, Mexican. It don't matter.
don't.
Any Latina,
Hmm.
Latino, whatever. They looking for somebody broken because they broken themselves and they think that they can
Yep.
have anybody they want just based off of their brokenness.
Yep.
And the thing of the matter is if they had it together, they would do what they need to do, but they don't. And the whole issue of the matter is that it's just this whole, you know, relationship wise, like I said, if you know you're with a woman that has done it on her own, all her by herself, you're gonna have to be more masculine than she is.
Yep.
You're gonna have to take that from her, and you're gonna have to be loyal to her because she's gonna hold you accountable.
Yep.
And then when you sit there and show her how many insecurities you have, she's either gonna do one or two things. She's either gonna help you through them, or she's gonna be like, "Nah, I can't handle that shit."
Yep. Mm-hmm.
She's
And
gonna
I'm
do
sorry, at
the
this
one or two
point
things on that.
in my life, I cannot help you, sir. Your mama, where your mama at? She not here no more. Be a therapist. Oh, you don't have a therapist? Okay,
Right.
let's start there because that's not my job. My job is to be,
No.
and your job is to be you. I cannot help you with your baggage. The same way I'm not expecting you to help me with mine. Because like you just said there before, a lot of us are sick. The statistics, hey, listen, people lie, results don't. More women have their own space. More women technically right now make more than men. Sir, if you cannot help me in the smallest regard, why am I putting my livelihood on pause to do what? Look at you? Why? Because you think you're cute? That's not good enough. Well, you need a
She
man.
said
You
'cause you
right. I
ain't
do
cute.
need a man, but not you, sir.
You don't need a man, you want one. Because
Exactly. Exactly.
there's difference between a need and a want.
Well,
If you want
we
if you
do
want
need each
something,
other. We
you
do
don't
need
need it.
each other,
No,
but
you
not in
don't.
the context that they be
You
trying to
want
utilize.
him.
Exactly. But we're not gonna sit
You
here and utilize the fact that I need a man for what you think I need it for. No, no, no.
right.
I need a man to create a safe space for me to
I agree.
thrive in my femininity. That is the only thing I need a man for. And that does not
Right.
come to you with just finances. That comes with what we was just talking about. It comes with character. Can you
I
cover
agree with
me
that.
spiritually? Can you, if
Right.
you was talking about physicality, can you even protect me physically? And that's another conversation they not ready to have. A lot of us can
Right.
actually whoop their asses. Let me be the first to tell you, I beat the fuck out of a 350-pound man and went to jail for it. Whooped that man's ass. You feel me?
I'm proud of you.
Some of us,
Me too.
just because we don't fight, don't mean we can't. I'm child 8 of
Well,
fucking.
what I was saying to that, Ashley, was really we want him to do those things. And the
Yeah,
thing of the matter is when I say need, a lot of women misconstrue the word I need a man for this, that, and the nine.
yeah, yeah. And
No,
that's
we
what I'm saying.
want
Like, no, not in
them.
that
We
context.
want them for that. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
need him. We
That's what I
want
agree.
him.
I agree. And now we want men for that regard, but the need is only for that safe space.
Right.
That is
I
it.
agree with that.
And only because it's supposed to be guided and guarded from God. Y'all are supposed to be a
Amen.
physical representation of God for us. That is the only way you'll be able to create a safe space. And because y'all can't do that, we have to do that on our own. And that is why they hate us. We could do it with and without technically the help of God. We can do it. We don't need to, we
Mm-hmm.
don't want to, but we can, and they hate us for it. Because even if we could thrive without a man, they cannot thrive without us. They can't. So much so to the scientific fact, nigga, I could birth you. Sorry to use that word, but I could birth you. So much so, even biblically, I could have immaculate conception. That means I don't need your sperm, but you need my vessel.
Right.
You need me in every sense of the fucking word. You need me, not the other way around. Even if it was done in a fucking test tube, whose egg are you using? Whose egg are you using? Whose essence are you using? A female?
A
A female?
female. A female.
Come
She give me
on.
chills up my back right about now.
Come on.
Yeah.
And they hate that fact. And it's crazy that they hate even our relationships with homosexual men. Why? We would get the best treatment from them to a
Oh
degree.
yeah.
We
Gay men can
help
steal your
them, we protect them, and vice versa. And that's a cycle that they hate because they don't benefit. The straight men, they don't benefit from that. And that's another thing they hate. So now you have other men on your side
yeah.
protecting you, doing a job that they're supposed to be doing. So now we have an example. Hey, this is what it looks like when you provide for me without hidden intentions. This is what the fuck it looks like. That's what the fuck it looks like. Yeah, okay. Damn. Okay, he might be homosexual, but the fact that he could cover me, the fact that he could protect me, and he ain't looking to fucking divide my legs, and he could still do that shit. We could go out for drinks, and he could pay for my fucking drink without expecting me to suck his dick. But you want that? You want that? And you don't even want to. You don't want to do what it takes to get there. The fuck am I doing shit for you for? Cause you cute? That's not good enough, bro. I'm sorry, that's not good enough. I'm supposed to stop me
I'm
being
drinking for
a
this
character
one.
in my own life because you think you look good? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Right?
The
Right?
Audacity, is Audacity on sale? They got it at the 99 cent store. Is it BOGO?
Right?
Is it BOGO? It gotta be BOGO. It gotta be BOGO. It's
You
free.
gotta
They
be.
just hand it out.
She said
It's
bogo.
Trump. Trump is
It's a
handing out the
BOGO.
Audacity. That's what it is. I figured it out. I figured it out. Trump
What
is
the
handing
BOGO
out
sale?
Audacity. That's what it is. He got some secret website going on. These motherfuckers is logging on. Oh, I'm about to add this to the cart. Extra Audacity, please, with the capitalized A.
Extra all day. Uh,
Put a heart
Ashley,
over the I. And express
Ashley,
shipping to the USA.
I always say when one hurts you, I always say when one hurts you, somebody comes around and say, "Oh, I can hurt her better." Like,
You know what? I'm a
I've
heavy believer.
seen that shit,
I'm a
and it's the
heavy
same way
believer
with
in that.
men. Men do this, and men end up with the same thing. They
Yes.
end up with the
This
same thing.
that's why these
It's
people
not just men that go through harm. It's not just women that go through harm. Men go through it too.
no, yeah,
And
there's some
you know,
men
you get these gold digging bitches too that just are like doing some dumb shit. I've seen it both ways.
now you know what? I don't believe in gold digging to a degree because I mean I get the sentiment. Users are users regardless. But
Right.
Right.
the funny part is usually the men who actually have assets, it's not considered gold digging to them, it's just called provision. The
Mm.
funny
Right,
part
because
is the
then they're
people who
going
always
after it.
talk
They're
about
going
gold
after it
digging,
too.
they never have any fucking gold to dig. Nigga, you don't even have a shovel. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Gold digging? You don't even got a fork. You don't dig. What? Even if I dug up your nose, I couldn't get shit. Oh my, I couldn't even make your nose bleed.
Jesus, she said
What are you
not
talking about?
knows.
For real?
What are you
I know one like that right now. I know one
Oh
Ray.
my God.
Ray. What about that $2,000?
Oh yes. Yo, we were just talking about that shit earlier.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, my
He don't got a
ex-husband.
shovel to dig up. He don't got a shovel to dig up his nose neither. I know all
Her
about
ex.
that
I'm
shit.
telling you, couldn't even, don't even have a spot to flick the booger if one was to even
Hell
come out.
no.
Only
Hell
green you
no.
see is mucus. What is you
I
talking
agree.
about?
She dropping facts now. She dropping gems now on this damn live. She dropping gems.
Whatever she drinking, I wish I could have it.
I just had me another shot. I just had me another shot.
I'm about to
I
have
wish
you
I
one
could
too.
have it, babies.
This I drinking
Look,
some Los Cabos
Oh
tequila.
Los
no.
Cabos.
Woo.
This is for Lauren because I know you can't drink. So I'm drinking for you, bitch.
No, I cannot.
Ellie, I'm drinking for you, boo, because
It'd be okay. It's all right. I'm
Mm.
perfectly fine with that.
I am buzzy as hell. Lord Jesus. Ooh, child.
Right.
I just been listening, absorbing Ashley and Lauren's energy. I'm like, come on, bitch, speak
Yeah,
it.
because
Come
we
on, baby.
preach. When me and
What
Ashley get
preach
together,
it?
we preach about things.
I'm telling you, taking the people to church.
Because let me tell you something.
This is the
Yeah, because we've been through enough
this is Hood
bullshit.
Chronicles. This is the Hood Gospel.
The hood gospel. Because let
We
me,
can
that's that
write.
what it feels like. You should tell, yo, at work, let me tell you, it's just a couple individuals not even secure in their own sexuality. Ever since I came out, you know me, I'm doing what Lauren told me to do. I'm
Yep.
minding my business.
Mhm.
I'm minding my business. I'm chilling. Everybody over here being snicker like a bunch of female bitches. They just snicker. I said, why you snickering at me? I'm coming with me. You mad because I ain't like you?
Yeah.
I love me. I told you I
That's
love
why.
me.
That's why, baby. That's why.
I love me.
Because they know they can't take your energy because you have to pick and choose who you're giving it to because these when you're in the workplace, what ends up happening is that you give your energy. You don't realize you're giving it to them because me and you have this one thing in common.
Mm-hmm.
We have a naturally giving energy. And
Mhm.
when and when they realize they can't access that shit, they try to take it in other ways. But
Yep.
if you stick to it long enough, they start worrying, "Oh shit, what's wrong with this person? What's wrong with them?
Yep.
They're not peppy today." Okay. And
And they love to tell you.
I don't attract bullshit. You're
Yeah.
basically
Mhm.
making them you're seeing who your people are versus who are your fake-ins,
Yep.
'cause they
Mhm.
fake-ins. It has been popcorn for me the past a few days,
Mhm.
'cause
You
I don't
tore
give a shit.
someone's
I'll tell
ass
you,
up.
it's been popcorn for me the past couple of days. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
You tore
You know,
someone's ass.
I've been pushed away from my mother on certain things, like, I've been pushed away from a lot of stuff. No, I haven't been there the way I should have been, but the thing
Mhm.
of the matter is I don't surround myself with fake people.
That's
That's
right.
I don't surround myself with fake people, even if I'm not present in this circle of people. I
Mhm.
don't care how they feel about me. That
hello.
woman right there is still my mother, regardless of the way I feel about her and the fake-ins around her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Understand.
So, with that being said, I do not surround myself with fake people. And even at work, like I said, the girls that would come up to me that knew me well enough, they'd come and ask me for something different. But the rest of them were scared to even ask me because they knew it was bullshit that they asked me for something else because they just wanted
Mhm.
the extra. They
Yep.
were just like,
Right.
"Oh, this one's scared to come up and ask you for a sandwich. There's a
Oh, and
sandwich
the only one.
bowl."
But then she
Because I
didn't.
don't so what I taught Ray was I was like, "Ray, here's what you need to fucking do. You need to stay in your circle. When
Yep.
somebody comes up to you and talks to you, I said, keep it between you and them." I said, and then what ends up happening is the rest of them start talking.
Yep.
Mhm.
You know who's pointing, you know
And
who's
they,
looking
they,
at
they,
you.
they do it so well, they get confused. They damn selves.
Yeah, that's right.
Now they mad at each other because they don't know, well, who told him what and who said this. None of y'all should have been running
Right.
their damn mouths.
Right.
Even the management were kind of
It should
worried
have gone
about
the
me.
opposite, right, because people like that, it's why I said this shit is dark and demonic. They try to siphon your good energy to fuel their fakeness. We're not doing that. You're not
Right.
going to
Nope.
deplete me of my goodness to add to your fake shit. No, I'm not signing up for that. Get the fuck out of here. No, she
I
right.
mean,
Keep to yourself. Them ain't
I,
your peoples.
I feed my
And
patients
you
and
ain't
go
gonna block what
home.
I got going on either. This is the other part about that dark shit. These people, like I was saying before, if they stuck in the dark, it's easy to see your light. These people, and if you pay attention, they'll tell you what's coming before, like the good shit that's coming to you. They'll say it with slick shit. Like
Mhm.
Right.
I don't know if you remember this, and I don't mean to bring it up like this, but we were all, I can't remember the restaurant we was at, but we was eating Caribbean food. Me, you, and
Yeah.
our old podcast members. We ain't gonna mention their names.
Right.
The boy said, and it was a side comment. You're talking indirectly about us in the context, but what you're saying, and you didn't even realize you were saying this, you were speaking my future, but you thought that you were going to derail me from it by you speaking about it negatively. But
That
these people, but
happens.
they knew podcasting when they be thinking that they all that because they be going overseas and shit. Thank you for letting me know my podcast is about to go overseas because that's exactly what's happening right now.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly what
that's
is
what happens. We speak through other people too. We speak
Yep.
through other
And
people's visions
he
and things.
he revealed to you what was about to be
Mhm.
happening and what was coming up for you. And the tone that he said it in let you know that he was jealous and he ain't nowhere in the vicinity to enjoy or reap any of the benefits about what he spoke of. He saw what was coming. He saw that light shining and he thought he would be able to attach himself to it. Thought he was
Right.
able to fake the funk long enough to receive the benefits,
The
but wasn't
funk.
smart enough to
I'm
do so.
using that. Ashley, I'm using that. Fake the funk. I am using that
Fake the
shit.
funk. She ain't never
But that's
lied.
what it
She
is.
was
They
right.
like to
No, but that's
sugarcoat
good.
and
But I
glitter
like
up
that
shit
one.
and hand it over to you. And then they get mad at you for realizing this shit. You handed me shit in your hand. And just because
Right?
you put gold glitter on it, what you thought I thought was that was gold? No, you're literally handing me shit. Oh, you just thinking, you just assuming this shit. No, I know it's shit. You're handing me shit. So I'm supposed to be stupid for you?
Mm-hmm.
No. Thank you for letting me know you think less of me, but you know I'm so great. That's why your stupid ass is sticking around. Because there's no way you're gonna sit here and side talk me about my own shit. Like I don't know that's what you're doing.
So I also
And then
say
sit
that
around for the benefit.
let them talk shit, baby. Let them talk shit. I let them talk shit until they have nothing left to talk shit about. And the only way to kill them is with success, and fuck them. Because you have to understand that you have to kill, don't kill them with kindness, kill them, torture them with fucking success.
Yep.
And
Let
now
them
look
talk
what
shit and don't block them. Do not fucking block them. Let them watch you grow. I have people on my Instagram that literally know me, but I let them sit there.
mm-hmm.
And, I let them sit there and I watch. I let them watch me grow because I know how to regrow a business. I know how to do what I'm doing. Even though I'm taking a lot of lead on a lot of stuff, it's because of the simple fact that I'm trying to move different because, with business, you have to move different sometimes.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
damn, watch. That's the way I see it. Watch, bitches.
Yep.
Like,
That's the way
But
you
listen,
have to be about it. You have
yeah.
to don't torture them with kindness, torture them with fucking success, and don't
success.
say nothing to them. Let them keep talking shit, and when they see where you are versus where they are,
Yep.
then they can sit. They don't have nothing to talk shit left
And
about.
that's exactly what I had told Ray as far as that old friend group goes. Y'all just gonna have to sit back and eat and watch from the sidelines. And this is how I get to walk away guilt free because all of the shit that y'all did, all of the shit that y'all said, this is documented. I have proof. Y'all can use the
Uh-huh.
shit. So while I'm enjoying my success, oh well, Ray ain't shit. He ain't a good friend. And oh, remember this?
Really?
Oh, remember when you said that?
Who was
Oh,
that?
remember this? And remember X, Y, Z? No. This is why I don't feel bad about
I'm
not
like
sharing
XYZ.
what I
They
got going
asked
on with y'all. Y'all wanted to be pieces. Remember when you said X, Y, Z? Yeah, no.
names, date of birth,
Didn't
social.
She got it
remember.
documented. She got it documented.
Yeah, fuck them.
She got it documented. It's like now look what we're doing now. Look how we evolved.
Everything,
Look how we
and that's
evolved
all you
now.
have
It's
to
not
do,
live
baby.
anymore. But even that, I have a conversation that she had talking shit about another friend of hers. So now you have two people saying the same thing
Because
about me.
she's
I mean, it's three
because
people.
she's selfish and she all about herself, and she doesn't like to see anybody do better than her, and that's exactly how that's going.
Yep.
And look where she's at
That's
now.
exactly how that's going. She doesn't like to see anybody doing better than her, and she's going to talk about anybody else that is doing better than her because she's too worried about everybody else but herself.
And look where she's at now.
I have a service for that called anti Karen service.
That's right. Sign them up for it.
Yeah, they need
Did
to
you?
sign up for. I'll put it on here. Hold on.
It's funny, but it's true. I mean, really, out of all honesty, I will do that with no questions asked. Like
I'm about to share a screen.
It's needed.
that is the funniest shit I ever come up with, but it actually got a lot of views and it actually is a thing. Like
It's
I actually
needed.
put it on the website because I
Yes.
was like, some people need that stay in your lane.
Yes, they
Like
do.
they need it in the workplace so bad. Like
Yes.
there's so many people that just don't know how to keep themselves. They talking too much trash about everybody else around them, but they aren't straight up focusing on what they need to be doing in
Mm-hmm.
order to even elevate themselves.
Oh boy.
They aren't doing that. So it's kind of like
I'm looking for the anti
so
Karen now.
I did anti Karen service and it has LGBTQ in it.
I'll show it to you
That's
right
good.
now.
I swear. I
She
meant what I said and I
yo,
said
she made
what I
my
said.
day. Here we go. Can I find it? Can I
That
find
shit's
it?
funny as fuck.
Yes, I can.
I
Hold
It's
meant what I
needed.
said and I said what I said. I don't. Yeah, that's just how it
That
works.
shit is needed because whew,
I
you put
I
it
s- actually put what the world needs.
self awareness.
Yeah,
That's what they need. Self awareness and
yeah.
Jesus.
uh-huh. Self-awareness and cookies.
I mean, our services ain't bad. You can either do $150 a session, or you can do $497 for a month, and that includes daily check-ins. It includes your daily check-ins, your twice a week
Here we go.
sessions.
Auntie
And
Karen.
yeah, there it is. There it
Yes.
is. There it is. I ain't playing.
It's needed. It is
Fuck.
needed.
This on TikTok.
Stay in your lane services.
Yes. I love it. I
LGBT.
love
It is
it.
a real thing.
I love
Come on,
it.
Yeah.
$150 a session. Y'all need it. Come on. We'll help you. We will help you.
I will pay for it
Yeah.
for some of y'all. Shit.
The way y'all like to talk,
Now he
trash
ain't got no
talking
excuse.
shit.
Oh, I can't even get no. Take the you here.
We'll
Get
pay
your
for
shit
it.
together.
Whole curriculum.
Please.
I can't.
Elite
She
life
said, "I will
coaching.
pay for it for you."
Jeez.
I hope
Please
you
wait
pay
a
for
second.
it. Here we
Okay.
go. Elite life
Look,
coaching.
look, elite life coaching.
Yes. If y'all need to learn to stay in y'all own lane, this is the rate. Come on, Karens. Y'all earned this spot.
Again.
And Kevin's and
Kevin.
Karen.
We're not Kevin's.
Yep. And all my hood niggas that's so insecure in their damn sexuality because they count all the pussy.
You know what?
You
That's
need
another
it.
topic too. As far as narcissism goes, a lot of them are in the closet. A lot of them, because it goes back to lost identity. A lot of them hate people who live in their truth, and a lot of them have hidden homosexual tendencies. It's a thing. It is
Yes,
a
it
thing.
is.
I would say if 95, I would say, well, no, 90, if 90% of men are narcissists, 80% of them are
Kevin.
hidden homosexuals.
Kevin.
Yes, it is. That's a true fact. And I wouldn't be surprised if you know who is it.
I'll be right back, Ray.
Look at me,
I'm on here, but I'll be
Ashley.
right back.
Look. Ashley.
Yeah.
Look. We know who, right?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm about to drink a shot with you, boo boo. Hold on. Oh, I am buzzy, bitch.
I'm just saying.
I am
I'm just
buzzy.
saying, okay?
Hold on, here we go. More we go. Drop, drop, drop.
At this point, I just need to drink. I just need to keep the top off the bottom.
Cause baby, that insecurity shit for you, boo boo. Yeah, boo. That insecurity shit. I don't care. I met hood news that are comfortable with themselves. But some of them that want to joke and snicker and shit, watch out. They're hidden homos. I don't need to say names.
Do we have to? Well, you know, if it's anti-Karen service and Kevin service, we can do one. You know, for LG, we have one for LGBTQ.
And the downloads.
Do y'all have like services and rollouts for like hidden homosexuals? Like a coming out service?
Mm-hmm.
That is Ray's niche. That is definitely Ray's niche on that because my whole entire goal was to have Ray do that because of the simple fact that Ray is LGBTQ. I don't feel like it is fair that a straight person tells somebody that is LGBTQ
Makes sense.
how to be gay. I don't think that's just. I
That
don't
makes
think
sense.
that's a great idea.
So
I
yeah,
don't
Ray,
think that's something.
you're gonna have to
How do I?
fine-tune
Try having a
that.
straight person tell somebody that's LGBTQ, you need to come out to your parents and tell them how. I don't know. Like,
Or just
This is
even
not coming to
identifying,
play.
because I think sometimes some people be so lost and so hidden that they don't even realize this is what you've been trying to cover up. Like you don't know how to regulate your emotions and your
right.
ideas and your thoughts, that you don't even know what's happening. You're so mad you don't even know what you're mad at.
Yes.
Nigga.
You don't even know what you're mad at. Like you're mad at the fact that you don't know that you like dudes.
Shaba.
Yes.
You could take your homeboys out. Y'all could go to McDonald's. Y'all can go to Chipotle. I can go to Benihana's.
Mm-hmm.
Time to take out a girl. That's sign number one. Sign number two, you like to spend all of your time around men.
Right.
You only want to connect emotionally with men.
Right.
These are
We know
those
who,
signs.
Lauren.
But because they don't know how to identify that, like it's like no, I'm just hoes over hoes. No, you just need to marry your bro, sir. Like that's what it is, and that's okay.
We got particular individuals.
And some people, unfortunately, like most of us as kids, like we've had at least the option came up. Not saying that we wanted it, but the option has come up to where either you did something or experienced or had a conversation with the opposite sex about being with the opposite sex. I'm sorry, with the same sex.
I
Um,
I understand where you're coming from, but that's why we did, that's why we basically did an all LGBTQ service where Ray would handle those types of clients. That way it was more of, okay, I am LGBTQ. I can relate to you and there is no way you can argue with me
yeah,
that I don't know what you're going through because I've been
exactly,
there already. It's kind of
exactly.
basically saying that it's kind of basically saying I wish you would say that I haven't
Uh-huh.
been there. I've been through I've been ridiculed, I've been abused, I've been used, I've been through these things and I'm going to help you. I'm going to coach you into a better version of yourself. Things of that nature. And, I mean, if somebody said, like, let's say there was an LGBTQ member and Ray didn't mesh well with them, he could throw them my way. We're not going to lose money on that because I would be like, look, Ray is LGBTQ. But if you don't mesh well with him and
Hmm.
and we talk it out and they're good with me, okay.
Yeah,
That's just one of them things where it's kind of like, okay, you don't mesh well with him. Okay, what about me? And I talk them through it and see if I can. And I would communicate with Ray on that many levels and see. But me and Ray are a team when it comes to that kind of stuff.
yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's just the way it is.
Hmm.
But that's why I wanted one specifically for that. Me and him both talked on that. I have one that's relationship, blue eyes. He is in the relationship coaching. Ashley, we will explain that later. Anyhow,
Okay.
we will explain that. Better yet, Ray, send her the picture. Send her a
Uh-oh.
picture of this.
Okay.
Don't worry about it right now, Ray. You look a little too lit to do anything.
No,
Well,
I'm functional.
relationship wise, you have relationship. We have a relationship coach. We have an LGBTQ coach. I am an executive coach. I can do executive group coaching as well as Ray. And we have a time management coach and stuff like that. So it's kind of like we have all that. Like we have a variety of coaches that are just kind of different parts of the world
Yeah.
right now, and so it's kind of like we're getting more people, more coaches than we than we than we are clients right now, and that's fine. You gotta
Yeah.
have people before you get clients because
Yeah.
you know you gotta have the right people in order to get the right client.
Amen.
That's what I've always said. So
And y'all in
did
y'all
you
building a community phase right now. There's some
right?
time moving in, and this is
That's
new
yes.
development. So y'all are the first residents. Y'all about to throw y'all a bomb ass barbecue. People gonna see the barbecue. They're gonna smell the food, and then they're gonna come on.
Hmm.
That's literally what I was just telling Ray the other day. Like, listen, as long as y'all continue to show up, the people will show
Oh yeah,
up.
we're going to continue to show up. Yeah,
I'm
we
sending
do
it
have
to you via
People will come.
messenger.
And it's because you're doing
we do have Graphica.
it's
Graphica
something
is
that y'all
a
need. It's needed. So
we're
y'all
gonna
gonna
have to cut
y'all about to blow.
we're gonna have to cut Graphica. We're cutting Graphica though. That
Yep.
Joker hit on me. That Joker hit on me too much. That's got to go. I ain't even playing with that.
Oh.
Oh, I'm lit.
That Joker says some
So yeah,
stupid shit.
yeah, y'all gotta tell me about this story to hear. Uh oh. Oh, okay. Uh, we gonna talk about that later.
That's a relationship coach.
Yeah. Look at me.
That's he throwing that eye in a circle. He throwing that eye in a
Throw
circle.
that eye
Throw
in a
that eye in a
circle.
circle.
Hey. Throw that eye in a circle. Hey.
I'm with all of y'all right now. I can't.
I'm crying.
Ashley, you missed it.
I'm glad he ain't on this
You be
podcast.
missing that shit.
Oh, I hope it never reaches Nigeria.
I'm
It's a bit
crying.
late for that. My podcast reaches out there.
If you pay to be on the coaching site, like for me to maintain it, I'm not gonna say no, but it was just like when I said, what niche do you want to go under? He said relationships, and I was like, yeah, just like that. That beep. Yeah.
Sorry.
I gotta pee. Hold on.
I can't say no to that because he was like, I'll pay the, whatever the fee is. I'm like, okay. all right. And then I've had to guide him every since, and it's been like shit.
Damn.
Like,
Like, this is without you.
well, I had Graphica, and Graphica has been, he was really good at first, and then all of a sudden he sent me this paragraph, and I basically I got to cut him out of all of it because what he ended up doing was he sent me this long paragraph, and I was like, I didn't even read it. I just know that it was lovey-dovey shit that I'm not, no. So I didn't even read all of it. I don't even remember what it all said. And I was like, I finally blocked him off of my WhatsApp, and I blocked him off of my WhatsApp, and I was like, I'm, I, he messaged me on Messenger, and I said, I'm blocking you because it's supposed to be a professional relationship, and you used your business in order to say something stupid. So
Yeah.
we're not doing that. You know, I'm with somebody else, and we're not doing that shit. Thank you. You already know that. So you used your business in order to try to no, we're not doing that. I'm professional and I'm not doing that kind of crap. And I'm with somebody, you know all this, you don't need another explanation.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of like I got to cut you out because you decided to make a dumbass decision. So now I have to take it off the site and do something else with it. And I was like, that's fine, but you stupid as fuck. Like I
Starbucks.
used to like and he was real pushy about a lot of stuff. Like me and Ray have a group chat for the business and stuff, and he would be like real pushy. Like
Hold
he
on.
was trying to lead. He was trying to lead before he was learning to follow. I'm like, motherfucker, stay in your lane.
Amen.
Like Kevin. Well, I call him Sid the Sloth because his name is Sadid or some shit like that, and I'm like Sid.
Said the sloth.
Yeah, because you slow to understand what I'm about to tell you. No, my name is No. Like, he didn't quite understand that
That's just
concept, and I
right.
had to really put my foot down about it,
Oh,
and
Hold on. I'm
be
sorry.
like, look, you girl, what are you doing? Some skincare routining.
I love it. Ooh,
It's a
No, no,
nice
no. I'm about to get
bathroom.
my daughter ready for her bath.
Oh, sweet
oh,
baby.
half time with baby.
That's right. You're 2 hours behind me, aren't you? You're 2 hours behind me, Ray.
She's talking about
Is
an
it
hour
two?
behind us.
I want to. Is she in Texas?
Yeah, she in Dallas.
Are you one
Dallas,
hour
yeah.
behind us or 2 hours?
You said what, baby?
What? How many hours are behind you or behind us are you?
Just
Isn't it two
one.
hours?
Just one.
Oh, okay. Because I know Colorado is close to 2 or 3 hours
Yeah.
behind us. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm lit as fuck. God damn.
Yeah, that peanut butter whiskey got a hold of your ass, didn't it?
It got a hold of my balls and my damn booty katana. God damn. It said, count up together, nigga. Let's do this. I was like,
So I'm gonna tell you something fucked up, Ray, that you can make with that peanut butter whiskey.
what's that?
Okay, so you can make a no-bake cheesecake peanut butter whiskey pie.
Oh, that
Ooh.
sounds like me getting lost to my
All
virginity
right, so you
all
gotta wait
over
till I come
again.
back to New York for that one.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Cause
And
this, I ain't trying to miss out on that. Okay.
there's
Yo,
also there's also a it's a peanut butter whiskey mousse, but it's a Reese cup one, and it's like 4 ingredients, and it's not bad. It's not expensive, but it's a peanut butter mousse whiskey drink. It's a martini.
oh God.
It's kind of like the chocolate mousse martini, but add Reese cups to it,
Oh, you making
and
me
that's
fat, boo boo. You making me fat.
you know what.
I'm loving this. This is beautiful. You should give me ideas.
It'd be okay. That's what I said. It'd be
I'm
okay.
being fat and fluffy, bitch.
Have you seen Ray? They had this thing at Harris Teeter that was wine ice cream.
No. Get the fuck out of here, Lauren. Don't play with me. And I'm going to Harris Teeter. I'm trying to find that
Right.
shit.
You know what? I tried it a while back,
It
and
tastes good.
I don't know how I feel about this, and it may be because I'm not a wino type of person, but I'm gonna tell you
I
something. I don't
am.
know how I feel about that shit. I'm a whiskey drinker. I am a gentleman's drink. Like, if you put peanut butter whiskey with like an ice cube, Lauren drinks it. I am genuinely a more of a gentleman drinker than I am ever been a real fruity drinker. Now I like me a fruity drink every now and then. If I'm on a beach, I'm
Oh, it's a
drinking that
wrap.
shit. It's a wrap. I'm drinking it. But
Mhm.
as far as like going out to a bar and going out to somewhere, it has to be a nice ass bar for one thing. I am classy, not trashy.
Shaba.
Secondly, it has to be, I mean, I like a whiskey sour old fashioned. And
Yum.
it gotta have smoke. Gotta have
Oh,
oats
that's
and it has
okay,
to have
mommy.
smoke.
Just change the
Has
sheet.
to smoke and then I'm okay with it. But
That
other
sounds like
than that, we're
sex.
not doing the other bullshit.
I saw that. That sounds like sex.
I like a good gentleman's drink. I know that sounds kind of like why, but I like a martini dry with extra olives. Like, and I'm not an olive fan, but I will eat them, and if it's soaked in the actual martini, I'll drink it. Yeah, extra dry, 78% alcohol in that bitch. I'm going to be lit, and
All right,
that
I'm
will
still here,
happen.
y'all. I'm just giving my daughter a bath. So
No
that's why.
worries.
It is okay.
It's all right. I'm still buzzy.
She gonna be mad as hell with you, but that's on yous,
Shaba.
and it's okay.
It's gonna be all right. Yo, oh, damn, I feel like Lauren now. I am buzzy. That shit is
I'm crying, right?
that shit
Yeah,
powerful.
you over there, Buzz.
I'm a little buzzy as fuck. You damn skippy. I'm absorbing all y'all conversations and how niggas be acting and shit. I said, y'all all right on the target with it. I'm like, come on, bitches, drop the knowledge. Drop the knowledge in the live. Cause no, everything y'all say is 1,000% true. And then me adding
Oh,
on to dude's ignorance that should be comfortable in their skin.
they're
It's
not.
like, what the fuck? They in the closet. You confirm me? They in the closet.
Right, it all boils down to narcissism a lot of the time, but it's because they become a lot of LGBTQ members, and I thought about this a lot.
Mm,
A lot of LGBTQ members become introverts because of the simple fact that it's best to keep it in than it is to come out.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's not that they're being selfish, it's that they're protecting
Just trying to
themselves and they
be safe,
become
yeah.
narcissistic. You can actually eventually become a narcissist based off of certain traumas, like
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
relationship trauma. If you are one of these people that have a real insecurity, it happens.
It happens
I
every
mean,
day.
if you have a real bad insecurity with certain, like, let's say you're bisexual and you've had bad experiences with men and women, you may end up being asexual,
Mm-hmm.
meaning
Thank
you
Yeah.
prefer
you. Know
neither
that.
and yourself only, because you can look. I told this one joker one time. I said, you know what? I would invite you to my house just to watch you fail because I can do it all by myself. I
Oh,
can do it all by
Oh,
myself
yeah.
that's a
and
true fact.
hit every damn spot I want to. So don't try me on that shit.
I know that's right.
Amen. Amen. Ooh, this bottle is
So
powerful, y'all.
to be honest with you, it kind of, I mean, and I also had one guy tell me one time that he didn't have. Oh, I was at a table. I was actually sitting at a meeting one time. It was my dad and a few gentlemen that he knew, and this dude said, "I'm sorry I hadn't texted you in a while." I said, "Your competition didn't forget."
I know that's right.
The fuck?
Amen.
I didn't. He didn't have no competition. I just was being an asshole.
Oh shit.
But
Even
sometimes they be
Screwball
forgetting.
will agree.
But I had to make him think that
Yeah.
because he was stupid. People that make time, it's different when somebody makes time for you versus somebody that has to fight to make time for you. Like,
Mhm.
it should be a natural thing.
If they
Mm-hmm.
wanted to, they would.
Right.
Shabba.
And, with bisexual communities, I've known some to end up being asexual and saying, I don't want either one. Because fuck both of them. Because I get cheated on one and I've gotten cheated on the other. I don't want it anymore. I knew a girl that was asexual that me and her used to walk every day, and it was due to her trauma of dealing with both sexes. She was bisexual at one time, and she ended up being asexual. And I was coaching her at the time, long time ago, and she ended up literally just. I can't put that total business out there because it's
So
a
you don't
little
have to.
Makes sense.
no, it's a little confidential, but she literally, like, this guy ended up showing her the most affection, and she ended up not going with this motherfucker. You only find that person one time in your life. She
Yes.
made a fucked up decision. Fucked
Wow.
up.
Mm,
Fucked up.
Damn.
He got too close. He was a roommate. He got too close, and she was like, "Oh, he's getting feelings for me, so I'm gonna kick him out." I said, "You're a dumbass."
Yeah, that's not a good enough reason.
that's not
And he
good.
paid everything. He paid the bills. He didn't ask for her for anything. Anything. She just was a bitch.
Wow.
But her trauma
Yeah.
was not solved. Her trauma was not solved at all. Like, she
Just
just
from hearing that,
wouldn't.
sounds like she
She
had
wouldn't
emotionally
approach what I was
unavailable
telling her.
parents,
Right.
Ooh.
and that's trickling into her relationships. And she don't thrive unless she's in survival mode, fighting for somebody who else is emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
And
And
because that
she
wasn't
very
the
much
type of
was.
guy that she had, she felt like she was just sitting around waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Right.
Damn.
That was the issue. She was definitely that way.
Damn. So look at
Definitely that
that.
way.
Don't even
Very,
know the
very.
girl. And this should be so textbook. It's sad.
And the wa-
And
and the whiskey to go along with it.
baby, you might as well finish the rest of that shit.
Drink the whole bottle, Puff.
You might as well, because you already took enough shots to a point you got this much in the left in the bottle. You might as well drink the hell out of it. There you go. I would say chug, 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 but there ain't nothing to chug and chug
What's
and
the
chug.
matter, baby?
Oh shit!
What's the matter?
What?
You don't want me to wash
That
your
baby
hands?
mad as hell. Baby mad as hell. That baby ran. I mean, I won a race one time, foo foo. I won a race one time, and I didn't like it
That
neither.
shit powerful.
That race is powerful too. It's
That
called life.
fucking it's
I
yeah,
didn't
that
ask to be
race
here
and
neither.
whiskey.
I didn't ask to be here either.
Bitch, this is powerful too.
Yeah,
What's
screwball
the matter,
is,
baby? Why you
and it's a
crying?
screwball. I gotta make that. It's a screwball peanut butter pie, and it will have you sitting there with a lampshade on your fucking head, looking stupid.
Oh yes,
I will
that's
wear that
exactly
as
what
a
I'm looking
wig
for.
proudly.
Yeah, I'll have to make that for y'all. That one right there.
If you
one
want me to
piece.
make
You
a
only
wig
need
for you under this
one
blanket, Mormon, I will do it.
one slice. That's all you needs.
Look like this. Look. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sexy.
that's
Oh
it. That's
yeah.
exactly what you look like, and looking at me stupid as hell.
What's the
That's
That baby
right.
mad.
I'm a
That
sexy
baby mad as
woman.
hell.
I got hair, bitch.
Mad,
What's the
mad.
matter? What are
I
you
got hair,
crying?
bitch.
Why are you crying? You
Because
usually love bath
it
time.
was fine. She was fine until you mess with her.
That part.
What's the matter,
She
baby?
was.
Look at this.
You wetting her head, and she mad about that shit.
Yarn.
She usually loves this.
She likes
Nope.
baths.
She usually loves her bath time. I don't know what's going on with you.
She got power.
That
I wait to produce
Matter.
all to become one. Sorry, y'all. I'm
because
kind of buzzy
Tired.
as
That's
fuck
what it
right now.
is. She's
Don't mind
I
me.
can.
tired.
It'll be
Funny as
all
fuck.
right. Oh, I can tell.
be alright, baby. Oh, you be alright, baby.
It'll be okay.
I we make them. I go man.
Okay, princess. We almost done. Mommy washing out the conditioner.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Wash that conditioner, y'all. Wash that conditioner.
Sweetie pie.
I shouldn't. Thank God this baby will not see how Uncle Ray Ray was very lit in this live.
That you know what? One day over the rainbow way up high, she will. She don't like what she doing. That thing called life sucks, ain't it, baby? I
I
know.
know, Snuggle Kitten. Yeah, we talked about all that shit. We talked about everything. We talked about narcissistic motherfuckers. Men are insecure with their own ding-a-ling, so they tap the Puna Katana many times. We talked about we even had a little testimony, even a little sermon. I felt like I was in church, bitch. But you know, I don't even do church like that. But I felt like
Right,
you gave me the name.
right.
Yeah, baby.
Alright. We done.
Not
We
the
done.
blanket, bro.
I know. I know, mommy, the
Man,
bad guy.
you look like you need a
She's the
snack and a
baby.
bit and a nap. A snack and a nap.
A whole new world. Ooh.
Not a whole new one. You know, wait, wait. I was expecting you to go with The Lion King.
Oh. Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Scar. I swear for God. I
Make you with
swear.
ultimate protection. Nah.
And somebody shouldn't have produced that shit. He should have been left right there on the sheets, damn it.
Oh God, I'm drunk. Oh
He
God,
should have
I'm
been.
drunk.
I mean, you remember I showed you a pic.
Oh yes, you did. I remember that shit.
I
Look,
know.
y'all, my sous chef, okay, that I had at the time. I'm not gonna say his name,
Uh-uh.
but I had a sous chef at the time that had these dreads, right? Well, his face and everything looked like Scar off the freaking Lion King. So he had these dreads or whatnot. He had these dreads or whatnot, and he had the facial hair and everything. He just looked like him, and I was just like, this motherfucker looked like Scar. So I've always said my life is kind of like the Lion King. I got one that looks like the hyena off the Lion King.
Oh, not hey hey.
Yeah, Hey Hey is perfect for his ass. But that's off of Moana. Simba all the way out of freaking Guatemala. Nala over here in North Carolina. God damn it. These motherfuckers doing too damn much.
They're doing a lot right now.
Too damn much. I've had to cut left and right. Like motherfuckers get the fuck on.
Lord Jesus.
And Scar he finally got an earful yesterday.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
This is new.
Yeah, because he was asking for his job back and I said no. Take your fucking dreaded ass somewhere.
And figure
You
it
better
out.
stay. Yeah, because when he was my sous chef, I had to get rid of his ass because he caught feelings or something. I'm one of these people that I'm naturally nice. Piss me off.
Uh-huh.
That's
We
why I
try to
say me's. Mees.
yes.
Because it depends on what personality you want to get. Me's. I have two different personalities. It depends on who you want to get. And this joker, he messaged me yesterday. He was like, I want my old job back so I can spend time with you. I don't.
Fuck
I
no.
don't know. Because, spend time with who?
You'll spend
You
time with
better you better go
your
right on back to
tribal
them damn
king.
you better go right on back to them hyenas. And you better control them.
He tried to call himself. What about can I ask my tribal chief?
That pissed me the fuck off.
I was like, oh shit.
He used to say that shit. Talking
You
about
ready
some,
to
I'm
fuck
gonna
his
be
ass
your new
up.
tribal chief. What if I'm the descendant of a tribal chief? It don't mean shit. If you are indigenous out there, you know damn good and well that it is a voted situation. And if you are a female, if you are a female, it is harder to become a tribal chief. And he gonna sit here and say that shit. And I was like, motherfucker, say that again. And then called me his shank one time.
That's not
Bitch, I will shank you. I will shank you.
that's not nice.
You will be Shakira at this point because I will Shakira your ass. What the fuck? Like, nah. Talking about
No
some
no
you're
no
my
no no
new.
no. No no
I,
no
s-
no no
I
no.
swear, Ray, you right on that.
Can't you see out on your feet? Whatever. Whatever. We meant to be together. I mean,
I'm crying.
yeah.
Ray, you need to eat you some bread, boo. You need to eat you some
I'm
bread, bro.
fucking crying. You do, because your ass is wild drunk.
I'm so
You need to eat you some bread, boo.
yes, I do. Hold
Eat some bread. Get you some
on. Woo!
turkey bacon going. You need a snack, baby.
I'll be there. You be there. Not you, babe, my dear. Oh God, I should drop that there.
Ray, what about blue eyes?
Hold on.
Blue
Get
eyes.
your semen out. Get your
Ray, you need. Yeah, I mean, so Silver messages me and is like, "I'm sorry I haven't kept in contact. My subscription went out," and I was like, that's probably because you couldn't find it because you couldn't see it."
hold on. I'm getting
His
ready.
dance. He sent me a dance video and I about fucking fell the fuck out. I am not
I'm
gonna lie.
crying.
Ashley,
All right, baby. Mommy got to get you some.
Ashley, if you
All
Ashley, if
right.
you had seen that,
All right. Okay, baby. All right. You almost there. There we go. We finished. Okay. All of that to get
Ray,
dressed. All of that
Ray,
to get dressed. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
I told you that shit, that bread will work. Either that or milk.
Yeah, I'm about to. She about to eat now, and I'm gonna put her down for the night.
But
But the good
literally,
news, she
Silver
sleeps through the
messaged
night.
me
So
yesterday. Silver messaged me yesterday, and he was like, "I'm sorry about my subscription." And I was like, "It's probably because you can't see it." And I didn't think nothing twice about it, and thought about it after the fact. I said, "Well, damn."
Mm.
Throw that eye in a circle. Be chasing the damn, be chasing the damn phone and shit. Like,
crying.
oh, I gotta tell y'all, I gotta tell you that funny story about him though. He said the first time he was with a female, he said he broke up with a bitch because she was trying to follow his eyes while he was fucking.
What? What the fuck?
Yeah,
What
he
the
told me
fuck?
that shit.
You cannot make this shit up.
No, can't. No, I can't. He said the bitch was following him. He said the bitch. He a relationship coach, y'all. I have talked to him about this. I'm like, you need to change your niche. I talked to him about this the other day, Ray. Like, seriously, talked to him about it. I
Oh
said, look,
God.
look, 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 look. I
Oh,
said, you don't need to be a relationship coach. This girl was following you, trying to follow your eyes while you were doing her. Like, she was sitting here doing, you don't
Right.
need to do this. You don't need to do this. You really don't need to do this.
uh-uh.
Mm.
Talking about
No.
she was following his eyes while he was fucking her, and that the mother I was thinking to myself, I was like, there's so many ways that I mean, I would have brown bagged that shit. If I'm that desperate, I'm brown bagging the fuck out of that motherfucker because I ain't even that desperate.
I'm
I'm
crying.
conservative as hell, but that's a triple brown bag, and don't even cut no eye holes in it.
I'm
Like we ain't doing
crying.
that.
Don't even draw them on at that point.
Like, I'm being honest about that shit. Like, no, no, no,
That is
no.
hilarious. That is hilarious.
This man said, this man said this girl, he broke up with her because she was following his eyes.
In the name of Jesus.
Namro, okay, fuck this
Num
shit.
your whole renge yo. Damn, I ran out of good shit. That means I have to buy another bottle
Yes, it does. Eventually.
on my next paycheck. But we're gonna be
Right.
celebrating out the country anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, y'all. We're going out the country in about a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
get we're gonna try to vlog it. I'm going to try my best to vlog this.
If we are sober enough to do that.
We're gonna be so drunk and so tackled up and so twisted up.
Let's wait to do a podcast with you.
Oh, that's gonna be epic.
I can't imagine. I can only imagine.
When this day has come, I can only I can't know. I don't know the rest of the words because I don't
And I find
because
myself.
all I can say is hallelujah. Raspberry, potato, green
How are
beans,
you gonna say
potato.
hallelujah and be drunk at the same time? I just can't.
I know I'm going straight to hell for this fuckery because I'm lit as
You
fuck.
know what?
The
You know
bottle is
what?
warm, y'all. Look at this
Instafuck
shit.
sends me there every day. I call Instagram Instafuck because the simple fact can be an asshole sometimes. So I call it Instafuck.
It
And
is instant fuck.
literally I will get on that app in the morning to go post my inspirational stuff, and I will see something ignorant and it sends me straight to hell every time.
I
Sends me straight to hell
know.
every time. I'm like, I send it right to
Oh,
Ray, and I send it to everybody. I'm like, y'all all going.
yup.
Y'all all going today.
What happened to that
Well,
boy?
I gotta get up and take Matthew to school. So I
Yes,
love
and
y'all.
I love y'all. This concludes the episode of Buddha Bear After Dark. We are back, y'all. We are doing our life coaching business. Please check out our wonderful, delectable site. So if you want to book us, yes, we are. We are not like this when we are lit and tipsy. We are very normal and very fun and loving. Like, yes, go to the elitecoaching.co.site so you guys can book us so that you get to see how me and Lauren really do care about your personal well-being, the individual that you are, and also companies are now reaching out to us just to let you guys know. If any company that is issuing it, like your job company, tell them give us a book up so we can help y'all out. Trust me, and we know we will not be lit and buzzy at this thing because we're going to be very professional. Okay, I may be a little buzzy right now because this is our after dark time. Because when we are at work, we're professionals. We're amazing. We're incredible. We even might say chocolate chip for the honey dip, saying "Oh my God" in that terms. Okay, so check out this site right here. You will not be disappointed. I even posted on Instagram. If you guys are not following us on Instagram. I'm going to see if I can post it on here. Please don't go nowhere. Let me type it in now. Shaba Shaba. Meow 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 meow. Yes, this is for me and Lauren. Adams Elite 2025.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Let me save that.
It may be Elite. Yeah, it's Adams Elite 2025.
That is our Instagram that is showing on the screen. If you
Mm.
want to follow both of us so you can see more in detail what's going on with Elite Coaching, we are waiting for a wonderful couple of clients to book us. If you are a client and you're interested in us, please book us. We will help you out best way we can. We are professionals. We are
We
not
are
therapists.
human. We are human, and we're not, that's the whole point is showing humanity and not so much crazy professionalism. We're professionals, but we're not crazy professionalism. We are human. We go through things too.
We're here. We're all human, like she said. Yes, y'all. So book us. Follow us on Instagram. Even follow us on even follow us on TikTok a little bit. We don't know how long TikTok will be in, but follow us on Instagram and YouTube.
She said, follow us a little bit on TikTok.
Because TikTok won't be on for much longer. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't mess with my TikTok too much. That's for the business. I mean, I really don't. Like if I don't get a lot of followers or a lot of views on it, I'm just like, you know what? It's kind of one of them things where yes, it's a big platform, but it's not
Hmm.
like I'm not I like social media, but I don't. Yes, it's us out there or exposure, but
It's a job.
I'm
That's
a
why.
word of mouth type of person. Powerful thing is word of mouth. So
Yes, it is. And also, um, be on the lookout because we are getting ready to hopefully we even got a couple of magazines ready about to book us. So be on the lookout for that. We'll be on feature on a magazine. I forgot to mention this before I got totally tipsy, but thank God I remember this because I that bread really did help me think because I'm a little bit back to normal. But yes, this is between us. We are about to hopefully we'll be featured um on Forbes magazine, brains, all like women's health, all that Lauren was mentioning to
yeah,
me. We're about to do an interview in around July. So be on the lookout for that.
yeah.
We're getting
We're,
out there.
we're
We're being out there. And how many views are we getting from your site actually from the last time you looked at it?
I need to look at it. I didn't look at it today because every Friday I get a weekly update of how many actually go to the website per week.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't look. I want to say it was just 9 to just today. Like, and I haven't checked it since, but that was this morning. That was like at like 10 a.m. So I haven't checked on it.
No problem. And this is the site that's on below, elitecoaching.co.site. So you can book either one of us or Silver, or you can book both of us. So we can pretty much help you guys out because we are human beings. We're not perfect. We're here to make sure you break through in your everyday natural life so you can succeed in whatever you're doing. That's what we believe in. We care about our um we care about our wonderful, amazing clients, our peoples. So give us a try. You will not be disappointed. You think we're funny now because we're on live. When we in a professional, we're gonna crack you up even more. And also crack a smile and make sure you don't have no crazy babies at the same time. Yeah. So concludes the end of Buddha Bear After Darks. We are officially back. We are sorry that we had to be away for so long. My name is Racel Hemingway. That's my wonderful partner in crime, Lauren, and that's my amazing partner in crime, third down below, Ashley Carrington, Noelle, my little well, now she's Ashley Noel, meow, 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 chocolate chips, and my beautiful baby niece, Angel, because she is amazing and she's adorable and she's a cute little chocolate chip. I saw my baby. Hi, my baby. And we will see you all hopefully before the end of this week. So until next time, it's time to motivate, stay safe, stay loved, be blessed, be prayed up, be a Buddhist, Nam Yoho Ring Kill and all that and above. I love you all and are all to a good night, you chocolate chips. And this is the second time you get to see me drunk as ever. And I had me some bread. Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yes. Time to motivate, bitch. Until the next episode.